going on, everyone, and welcome back to episode 3 of my beginner's guide to success. Now, this is going to be probably one of the most obvious and common things that you can do in this game. Now, what we're going to be talking about is the mount and why you should get it in this game. So, the mount essentially is your speed boost for this game, and what it does is give you additional speed while you're moving, and you could like move longer. And one of the more important things, regardless of if you are a beginner or this is something you do late game, is increase your carrying capacity, which is the maximum of 60. Now, why that is important is because while you have this, it increases your inventory space, and technically it's cheaper doing this. You get a total of 60 extra inventory space for 250 each, or 250 gold each, while buying them in sets of 10 is kind of more expensive if you were to buy it from the vendor in the game. So where would you get this mount? Right now, you would look at the horse icon on the map, and let's say, I'll just go over all 3 factions, regardless of if you're new or not. If you were playing on the Aldmeri Dominion, you would be starting off in Addons, around here. So, right here, go next to the Way Shrine is the horse. And if you are playing on Daggerfall, you start in Glenumbra. At the bottom right here is your map in Daggerfall, right farther like east from the bank. And of course, if you were playing on the Ebonheart pack, you would be starting in Stonefalls. Let me see, or yeah, hold on. Stonefalls, where is that? Right here, and then this is your starting area in Daven's Watch. You would find your horse next to the guild traders, and it's probably on the east side of the shrine. So, what can you do with the horse, and what is there to get? So, every trader has a stable option, and every day you can buy 1 upgrade, or every 20 hours of real time you can upgrade 1 point into either speed, stamina, or carrying capacity. They all do what it sounds like. What I would recommend doing first is maxing out your speed, simply because it is the same, is like the reason why you're getting the horse mount in the first place. So I would max that out, and then the second part is up to you. By the time you get 60, assuming you do this every day for 60 days, you should probably be veteran 14 by that point. And if you're not, I would go with carrying capacity next, just because by that point you probably need it. And stamina is kind of important, but it's not necessarily like the highest priority, because speed and carrying capacity are a little bit higher on the list than stamina. And what you can buy is, if you have the Imperial Edition, there will be a horse here for 1 gold. It's pretty much free, like given to you with the Imperial Edition. I think it actually is free now, it just like gives it to you. But if you don't have the Imperial Edition, you could buy various different horses. Back in the day, they used to actually show you like a bonus if you were to buy like various horses, but now I do believe they're all the same. Are there any differences between these horses? I don't actually think so. I think they're all just for different looks. So the cheapest one would be 10,000 if you do not have the Imperial Edition. And yeah. So what else you could do to improve this? I understand that it takes a total of 180 days, or half a year pretty much, of playing every single day to max out everything. So you're going to want to do this every 20 hours. There are some add-ons that you can get that show you like a little timer that's just like every 20 hours it just ticks down, and then when it's ready it'll be like feed your horse, and that's pretty interesting to have. But there is another way for like pay to win, kinda, in a way. So there are upgrades where you can just buy it. It's kinda expensive actually, it's like $1 each. Where you could just power level everything. What's the real term? Not power leveling, just like pay to win buying everything. We can max out everything in pretty much a day if you really must. But that was the importance of getting a mount. You get it right here. This is what it looks like. Well, this is what mine looks like. And let's say you do want to buy any additional like skins. The skins don't actually do anything. They just are cosmetic only, so keep that in mind. And you could change your mount and style over here. You just right click it and then, or just click it and it'll be like check mark, do you want set active. So yeah, I hope you learned something. A lot of people, believe it or not, have asked me, it's like, hey, how do you get a mount? And I've even asked some people who are new, it's just like, hey, did you get a mount the first thing you did in the game? And they're like, no, where do I do it? And I'm just like, find a horse icon on the map. So hopefully you learned something, and the importance of a mount, it's good to get it early. So like if you're just now starting the game, I would recommend doing it right now, getting it immediately, because it takes a long time to max out everything. Even I don't have it maxed. Just get it as soon as possible, and it's really important, especially if you plan on doing late game stuff like Cyrodiil, PvP, and like traveling from point A to B is actually pretty tedious. So I would recommend doing it ASAP. And if you want to see more ESO guides and beginners videos, click the link in the description, or you can check the annotation on the screen at the top or bottom left. And if you can't do that and you're watching out on mobile, there will be a link in the description as well. And of course you can follow me on Twitch TV, interact with me, watch me play games, and watch me stream a little bit early before it hits YouTube. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed something.